We're now hearing from the Duterte family about the Office of the Ombudsman's investigation into their wealth. Presidential daughter and Davao City Mayor Inday Sara Duterte in a statement said she welcomes this, quote, so that we can finally answer all accusations in the proper venue, unquote. The comment comes after the Ombudsman confirmed it is looking into President Duterte's wealth that allegedly amounts to billions of pesos. The investigation was in response to a complaint of Senator Sonny Trillanes during the presidential campaign last year. Trillanes alleged that Mr. Duterte had at least 2 billion in credits and deposits in numerous bank accounts under his name. The president has since denied all of the senator's claims. Presidential spokesperson Ernesto Abella says Mr. Duterte respects the Ombudsman as an independent body, but Abella notes the president has nothing to hide.
He respects their internal processes, and if at all, and if they really truly have substantial evidence, then we trust their impartiality on the matter.
Senator Trillanes says he feels vindicated now that the Ombudsman is investigating the bank accounts of President Duterte. Trillanes cites an interview of overall Deputy Ombudsman Arthur Carandang confirming he received documents on the President's bank accounts from the Anti-Money Laundering Council. Carandang said the documents have more or less the same details as the ones earlier submitted by Trillanes.
Definitely, I feel vindicated at syempre, talagang natutuwa tayo na kinumpirma ng Ombudsman na totoo yung aking mga allegations na bilyon-bilyon ang pumasok sa mga bank accounts ni Duterte. Sinabi mo na hindi totoo yung mga accounts na yan, pero ngayon totoo naman pala. So therefore, sinungaling na siya, korap pa siya.
Chief Presidential Legal Counsel Sal Panelo, meanwhile, reminds Carandang of the rule against premature disclosure of information about a pending case. Panelo warns of possible administrative sanctions he might face as a result. The rift between majority and minority senators is growing. Opposition Senator Sonny Trillanes says he'll work to get Senate President Coco Pimentel ousted if he, Pimentel, will not remove Senator Richard Gordon as chairman of the Blue Ribbon Committee. Our senior correspondent Cecil Ardizabal reports.
I want to clarify BAM and RISA. They told me really that BAM Aquino and RISA Hontiveros will try to destroy us.
What was said and done at Wednesday's plenary session did not stay there. A day after,
Sa ngayon kasi talagang mainit. Pero kailangan pahupain muna natin at saka natin i-bridge.
Minority Senator Antonio Trillanes zeroes in on the Senate leadership, saying the Senate President could have bridged the impending gap between majority and minority senators. Trillanes says Pimentel could have done something with Senator Richard Gordon's so-called reward-winning performance when he conducts Blue Ribbon Committee hearings, which Trillanes alleges as purely biased.
Pagka hindi nila tinanggal yan, talagang I will work hard para matanggal din si Coco Pimentel, si Senator Coco Pimentel, para matanggal si Senator Gordon as Blue Ribbon Committee Chairman.
In a text message, Pimentel says Trillanes can do what he wants since this is a free country. Trillanes is set to file ethics and criminal complaints against Gordon.
I intend to file a plunder case against Senator Gordon. So, abangan ang susunod na kabanata.
Let him do his worst. He keeps threatening. Let him do his worst. I'm ready to answer anything.
Cecil Ardizabal, CNN Philippines.
Nicanor Faldon is detained at the Senate for refusing to face an inquiry on drug smuggling. He may soon face another probe, this time on rice smuggling at the Office of the Ombudsman. Senator Panfilo Lacson has filed a complaint against the former customs chief for graft, large-scale agriculture smuggling, and economic sabotage. He says that's for Faldon allowing the release of smuggled rice in Cagayan de Oro. The senator says he filed this complaint to prove his claim that customs officials take bribes. He's also gathering documents to file more complaints against Faldon over other smuggling incidents.
May nagtanong sa akin minsan, bakit mukhang obsessed kayo? Yes, sabi ko. Obsessed ako to prove my point. Kasi I raised this issue and he keeps on challenging it.
Faildon allegedly authorized 2 shipments of Vietnamese rice consigned to Cebu Light Trading Inc., even though it failed to secure required importation permits. Upon checking, customs intelligence officers supposedly flagged the shipments because of the lack of permits. But Faildon later issued an endorsement letter authorizing the processing of the rice shipments worth about $680,000.
Yung mga ibang active ng mga customs officials and personnel, medyo atubili sila na magbigay ng affidavits. Dito, may 2 testigo rito na siyang taga-roon mismo mga customs.
Aside from Faildon, National Food Authority Administrator Jason Aquino, other former and current customs officials and officers of Cebu Light Trading Inc. were also included in the complaint. AC Nichols, CNN Philippines.
In a strongly worded statement, Faildon challenged Lacson to resign as senator if his complaint is dismissed either by the Ombudsman or the Sandigan Bayan. Faildon calls Lacson's latest move as propaganda. He also called on Lacson, and we quote, "Enough of your self-confessed obsession against me." Faildon says Trillanes is wasting taxpayers' money. He adds he will squarely address what he says are Lacson's fake allegations with facts and evidence. Malacanang clarifies no government position has been offered to former Subic Bay Metropolitan Authority Chair Martin Dino since he was removed from the agency. On Tuesday, Dino was replaced as SBMA Chair after President Duterte signed an executive order appointing lawyer Wilma Isma to the post. Isma is also the current SBMA administrator. Yesterday, Dino held a press conference where he announced he accepted Malacanang's offer for him to become DILG Undersecretary for Barangay Affairs.
As of our last statement, he has not been offered any position in any part of the government. As of yesterday, okay? So I cannot speculate on anything except that he has not been offered any at this stage.
Authorities are in pursuit of suspected Abu Sayyaf bandits who abducted a town councillor in Indanan, Sulu, while evaluators in yesterday's quarterly earthquake drills found lapses in local officials' emergency response. Our Mai Rodriguez has the stories from the regions.
A scion of an influential family in Sulu is the latest kidnapped victim in the province. Indanan police said around 20 armed men, believed to be Abu Sayyaf members, abducted Holo councillor Zed Tan. The councillor is a relative of Sulu Governor Toto Tan. More than 470 families from 2 barangays in Batangas City returned home after government forces cleared their communities of rebels. Residents of barangays Talahib Pandayan and Kumba were displaced in the wake of military operations against communists last Sunday in nearby Mount Banoy. In eastern Visayas, communist rebels are harassing areas where peace projects are carried out. Civilian and military officials informed Presidential Advisor on the peace process, Jesus Dureza, about the issue during a dialogue this week in Tacloban City. The projects under the government's Pamana program provide development activities in 3 Samar provinces. Evaluators in yesterday's quarterly earthquake drills in the Visayas found lapses in emergency response. In the coastal town of Barugo, an hour's travel from Tacloban City, emergency exits in the venue were narrow and some have excavations that could lead to secondary disaster. In Cebu City, responders also encountered problems in communication that made it difficult to respond to at least 2 situations. Yesterday's drill simulated a 7.2 magnitude earthquake that will cause severe damage to structures. Mai Rodriguez, CNN Philippines.
Foreign Affairs Secretary Alan Peter Cayetano and U.S. Secretary of State Rex Tillerson met in Washington Wednesday. The two pledged to continue working closely together on issues of mutual interest and concern, These include initiatives addressing the illegal drugs problem in the Philippines. Cayetano told Tillerson that the Philippines is open to receiving independent observers or investigators to look into the government's anti-drug campaign as long as they are independent and fair. Cayetano also clarified that contrary to media reports, the Philippines does not have a state policy allowing extrajudicial killings, especially of illegal drug suspects.